You know, the Bible tells us that without a vision, people perish. And you can see that globally, but you know, I saw it locally. I saw a community that was just hurting and kind of aimless. The vision is what started to move us forward.
And I remember when my husband Scott came into this neighborhood, he had all this incredible vision of how he was going to be able to transform this neighborhood and all I could see was at that point was the murders and the stabbing and the prostitution and the shootings at night and broken glass everywhere and syringes on the ground, and I'm thinking, you're going to be able to transform this neighborhood? You're kidding.
We used to sing a song that actually a little song that we wrote, but it would say, there's coming a day when the people will say, what happened to the way things used to be? We'd be looking like Jesus. And it was a prophecy, it was a dream, it was a prayer for this community to be transformed. One day we were coming out here on visitation. We just come out and visiting people and building relationships. And one of the ladies that walks the streets, one of the ladies of the night.
Well, we asked her if she wanted to write a song, and then we said, well, what, just give us some words. And she goes, she thought for a minute, and she goes, he's sure enough been good to me.
Oh yeah.
So that's what we do.
That's good enough to start with.
He's sure enough been good to me. And I forget, did we keep asking her for words?
I don't know, but that got us going right there.
You sure enough been good to me. You showed up and set me free. Now I can clearly see you've been good to me. And then McLeod here had a prophecy. He goes, there's coming a day when the people will say, what happened to the way things used to be? So we put that to the music too. There's coming a day when the people will say, what happened to the way things used to be? Woo! Yeah, there's coming a day when the people will say, what happened to the way things used to be? Woo! Oh, you won't recognize me, I won't recognize you, you won't recognize we, which is bad grammar, but good prophecy. We be looking like Jesus. Ooh.
That's right.
Oh, you won't recognize me, I won't recognize you, you won't recognize me. We be looking like Jesus. Ooh. You sure enough been good to me.
Yeah.
You showed up and set me free. Now I can clearly see you've been good to me.
That's right.
Armed with instruments and fierce love, they put their feet to the pavement and explored life on the wrong side of town.
When we would go out into the neighborhood, a lot of times I'd carry a guitar with me and we would just play songs. I mean, it's amazing how music kind of opens the door to people's hearts.
I didn't know where to begin. How do you begin to help a place like this? Decades of dysfunction and brokenness and addictions, and I had a vision, and it was, believe it or not, it was Jesus riding on a bulldozer. I was like, man, this is weird. And he was having a big time. He was plowing things over. I was like, and then on the side of the bulldozer it said, don't be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. And I was like, whoa. And the Lord said, that's your strategy. That's what you do. Just start compiling goodness, enough goodness to push back the darkness and the things that are a stumbling block for this community.
Being creative filled us up. Worshiping filled us up. And I think it's a strategy. It's worship and prayer. It's a strategy for any community that's going to make a change.
The gospel became very real, very tangible, very hands-on, and they got to see it come to life before their very eyes. It no longer was just a bunch of stories in a book. It was, I'm writing history, I'm writing the stories, I'm living this gospel.
We figured, hey, we're gonna get these people out of this situation, or we're gonna die trying.
So with a dream in their hearts and a deep conviction that love doesn't stop at the door of a church building, the Foundry family began to see beyond themselves, beyond what was possible.